Welcome to the Liminal, Open Codex. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Liminal Codex. This is Anna. Thank you guys so much for being with me here on this Sunday. Happy full moon and happy first day of February 2026. Okay, I did not mean for that to come out, but it did anyhow. So let's go ahead and begin. The card for water. So a lot of you, yeah, you're feeling this full moon. All right, water. Think about how big the moon is and how much it affects your emotions. Water is emotions. All right, cups are emotions. The moon is representative of your emotions. Make sure that you go back and take a look at the full moon reading that I did. The full moon is happening at, it happened today. We're still in that phase of the new moon. Strength, oh, that came out in the full moon reading as well. Strength of emotion here is really what I'm picking up. Strength of emotion. Some of you are really tapping into your emotions right now, which is not surprising because the sun is in, the sun is in Aquarius right now alongside Mars. And then we have the moon, which is in Leo, which is all about taking active action. I was getting this, from the other one as well. Remembrance and then the deceiver. Some of you may be noticing that there is someone in your life, work, somewhere, in any capacity. It does not have to be love, all right? This can be in any area of your life that does not have your best interests at heart, the deceiver. Maybe some of you are feeling like you have been deceived. So we're going to take a look at this week. These are just, I feel like it is going to be a rough week. Let's just say that. Mars will finally move into the sign of Pisces, which is a water sign, on February 6th. So we are going to see that collective anger kind of dissipate and move into a more watery sign where we can be a bit more introspective about it. Think the Hangman. The High Priestess, listening to our intuition. Tapping into our intuition. Neptune, which has been in Pisces, which has made everything so dreamy, all right? We may have been feeling like we were under a spell, right? Lured into following a certain ideology or believing a certain thing, or this could even be in regards to job, saying, this is the perfect job. Well, the mask is kind of coming off. You're seeing the truth about something here on February 6th. Don't be afraid. This is a good thing. All right. This could be about you seeing something in you that you want to change. Strength of emotion here, strength, and water. What is it that you've been holding back? What is it that you need the strength to express? So let's go ahead and take a look. What is the first of the week looking like? The first of the week as we move into the week. We have the Two of Wands, and it came out sideways. So I'm going to leave it that way. The Two of Wands is a choice point. It is a decision to take this road or that road. I feel like you're being presented with a choice, or you're standing at a crossroads and you're saying, which way am I feeling? Which way am I with water here? Which way am I feeling like I want to go? Which road is it that I want to travel? Which one holds the most promise? Which one is the one that I see myself happiest taking? Job, money, relationship, it does not matter. The Two of Wands, it's saying, I have to make a choice, and I'm making the choice that is for my best and highest good. All right, what about the middle of the week? What about the middle of the week? This is the luminescent tarot. This is the most ornate, gorgeous tarot deck that I have in my collection. The Eight of Cups. You're leaving something behind and you're going in search of that Ten of Cups. Again, I always tell you guys that she, he, they, them, it does not matter what is on the card. I like to mix up the cards from what is traditional because it's just energy, guys. So the Eight of Cups is about walking away. You see that there's a long road ahead of her in this card. And it's saying that she has to know that there is something better out there for her in order to leave those 8 cups behind. Because there's still something of value left, but she dares to dream of something more. All right. Strength of emotion. Yeah, you're digging deep and you're kind of saying, what is it that I want from an emotional perspective? What choice do I need to make toward the end of the week? Please, ladies. Thank you. The Five of Pentacles. You're not giving your attention to something anymore. Okay, that's really what I'm feeling. Starving it out, leaving something out in the cold. It could be whatever has deceived you. Again, I told you. Neptune has been in retrograde, and it's kind of been, and it's been in Pisces, and it's kind of been making us dreamy, very dreamy. Like I can buy into the illusion. I can be seduced by the illusion of ... place whatever in there. But I feel like you're waking up a little bit. The Two of Wands here. Why is this sideways? The Two of Wands, the Six of Swords. It's about deciding how best to move forward. Okay. All right. The Emperor. So the Emperor, Capricorn, and Aries energy. It's about getting clear on what it is that you want to take active action. Remember, the divine masculine. We all have divine masculine and divine feminine within us. So the divine feminine path is not just for us girls. This is for anybody that wants to incorporate and work with their dark feminine side. And believe me, she's pretty fierce. It's about standing up and saying, I am not going to take this anymore. My voice deserves to be heard. I deserve to be heard. I rise up. I'm tired of being the good girl. Paris Paloma, watch that. watch that music video, Good Girl, Paris Paloma. It's very much about saying I'm not playing the good girl anymore. I deserve to be angry, righteous anger. I deserve to stand in my power here, or sit in my power, whatever the case. The Emperor, Capricorn, and Aries energy. I deserve to choose what is for my best and highest good, and I damn well deserve to go after it full force. This could be about you moving into a leadership position. Okay? The Emperor takes action. The Empress knows her worth and her value and allows things to come to her. She knows that she is magnetic, that all she need do is wave that wand and anything will flourish and grow for her. She is beautiful. She is abundant. But the Emperor says, if I want it, then I have to go get it. And I feel like that's exactly what you're deciding to do. We have 2 cards of forward movement here, the Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups. It's about moving on, moving forward. But how? Again, I refer you back to totally different decks, but I'm getting the same overall vibe that I did for the full moon. This may be coming up and during the full moon, and you may be saying, I can't ignore this anymore. The Eight of Cups. I have to move toward what it is that makes me happy and is also at the same time healing. The Star, Aquarian energy. I mean, how apropos we are in Aquarius season. I feel like you're following this star. I feel like you are being led in the direction of your soul's path. That light in the Hermit's Lantern, the light within you, the divine spark of Sophia that is inside of you. And we all have it. Some people call it a soul. Some people, whatever it is that you choose to term it. It is the light within, and it's calling you to move forward in a specific direction and away from something else. Let your emotions guide you here. I really do feel like you're being pulled in the right direction, drawn in the right direction. The Ten of Pentacles, whatever this is, it is stable. All right. Yeah. For some of you, this may be you healing something in a family dynamic. The Ten of Pentacles can be about legacy and family. If not, then this is about you securing or going out and getting what it is that you need to be stable. Because I feel like whatever this is that you've been dealing with, the Deceiver underneath the bottom of the deck, it may have been a job. It really may have been. and it was not. Have you ever gone in for a job interview and they're like, the starting pay is um, $25,000, and you're saying, well, I saw that you advertised whenever I applied $110,000, and they say, well, yes, of course, it's up to $110,000 with commission, of course, and you're like, well, and that wasn't exactly stated, um, something like that, like you were deceived, but I feel like don't blame yourself. I feel like you're taking off and going after something that you know is stable. What is this Five of Pentacles? What is this Five of Pentacles? Thank you. Five of Pentacles, the Tower. Ooh, damn. Okay. For some of you, ooh, okay. You are shattering. Oh, okay. Some of you, this is about retrospect. Oh, wow. Okay. The Three of Cups. Joy underneath the bottom of the deck. The Tower. Scorpio and Aries. The Five of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Some of you have had to abruptly leave home. Change your living situation. Some of you have had a big shift in the way that you see stability, in the way that you see home and family. Some of you are saying, I had to leave what was not for my best and highest good because it was toxic. This could be even a roommate situation. Maybe you were sharing a flat with a friend and you were like, yeah, I ended up, I really thought they were going to be a good person, but they stayed up all night long and they played the music until 3 a.m. and I just couldn't get up and go to work the next day. And you're like, I gotta get out of here. It can be that. What I'm seeing here is the Two of Wands. You have a choice to move toward calmer waters and take control of the situation here early in the week. You're walking away from something toward hope, faith, healing, or a dream, the Star, and security, the Ten of Pentacles, toward the end of the week. The Five of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Four of Wands, something that you have always, it could be, and suddenly, I felt at home. Or suddenly, I found home. There is something that is being disrupted that was not built on a stable foundation. It could be a great shakeup. It could be you deciding, I don't want to invest in what I had been investing in whenever it comes to house, home, and family, the Four of Wands. It could even be a marriage, all right? You could be saying, I had to come to this conclusion, this decision, because the Deceiver underneath the bottom of the deck, I was not seeing the person that I thought I was with. Again, this could also be in regards to a company. Whatever this is, you are having to dig deep into the strength of emotion and make this decision to move on, to move forward, to take control. We do have the Three of Cups here. Joy and celebration. I don't feel like this is you reuniting with anyone. I feel like it is in and of itself joy, happiness underneath the bottom of the deck. Subconscious energies, what I hope and wish for, my hopes and fears. The Four of Swords and the Two of Cups. Okay. Some of you could be returning to a place, a home, taking a trip back home to visit, and you could be hoping to run into someone to heal. And I don't necessarily see this as reconciliation. I see this more as like making peace with the past. Really making peace with the past. The Deceiver. Maybe this is healing ancestral karma. Maybe this is healing childhood wounds for you. Maybe this is allowing you to see that you left home when you did or how you did for a reason, and you didn't return to that lifestyle, or you didn't carry that on as a legacy. You chose your own path instead. You became the emperor. You became the master of your own destiny. I feel like for a lot of you that is the case. The Two of Cups is you and your higher self. It is also a connection that you have with another person, another being on this planet. And no, it does not have to be a love interest. This can be your sister, this can be your mother, this can be your aunt, your cousin. It really can be anyone. It's about kind of coming face to face and saying, okay, I see your side of things. You see my side of things. I'm glad that we had the opportunity to discuss this. The Three of Cups can be about just getting together, being in close proximity, all right? Networking. The Four of Swords, I feel like something is finally put to rest. Okay, maybe you're coming back home because there has been, maybe it took a lot of strength to do this, of emotion. Can I go back to something? Can I go back home again? You can never go back home again. That's not true. You can never go back home and it be the same as it once was. Maybe you're seeing this through different eyes. This really does feel very similar to the reading that I had yesterday. The Page of Swords underneath the bottom of the deck. I feel like there are conversations that are taking place, and I feel like there is knowledge that is being shared. This is why I walked away. This is why I had to leave. This is why I had to make the decision that I did. Very interesting. Okay. I do want to get some advice from the universe. If you would please, ladies, advice. Oh, wait. I was actually going to use these that I had already pre-shuffled. Sorry, guys. All right. Advice, please, ladies, if you would. Advice. Okay. All right. We have the time is now. It's time to act now without hesitation. Move past the old and move forward. Okay. For some of you who are resonating with the need to get out of something, the time is now. Literally, the clock saying, yeah, the time is to act now without hesitation. The deceiver. If this is something that you know you can't, it may come falling down around your ears right now, get out. It's time for you to go ahead and take active action to leave. Entanglement. If you realize that you are in an entanglement, all right, think about being entangled in something. It's not necessarily a good feeling. It's like, I can't escape, or I feel like I can't escape. This is giving kind of devil energy. If you feel like you are in an entanglement, it may be time to move on or break free. 2 cards about moving on. And we have the Six of Swords and we have the Eight of Cups. Divine intelligence. To connect with your higher self, you must first create space to listen. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Okay, so the Four of Swords and the Two of Cups here. This really honestly could be about you going into a period of meditation and self-reflection to listen to your higher self, to gain inspiration, to decide what it is that you need to do. This may actively be happening right now. What is it that you see as joyous? What is it that you see as stable? What is it that you see that needs to shift, change? What decision do you need to make? I feel like you may be at this time pondering this change and needing to summon the strength of will, the strength of emotion to get up the courage to do this, all right? Path to knowledge. You are journeying into the realm of knowledge to assist you in your personal growth. I feel like you came to this knowledge. I feel like you already have this knowledge. I feel like you already know what you need to do. It's about getting up that, it's about trusting in your higher self to make the right decisions, or the right decision. Because that Two of Wands, we have so many moments that are turning points in our life. We can either take this road or we can either take that road. These decisions put us on different timelines. It doesn't mean that we won't end up at the place that we were meant to always end up. It means that we may need to take this road instead of taking this road. Maybe you already took the long road and you're saying, okay, I'm back on I have the opportunity to start out again. I'm now at a different crossroads. I am going to use what I've learned before and not go down that same road that I keep going down. Whatever you've been entangled in, it's time to untangle yourself. The time is now. Whatever this is that you have been deceived by, it's time for you to to move forward, to heal, and to follow your dreams, to find home. This is giving me found family vibes. I'm not even going to lie. If I was to give this a trope, a book trope. For those of you who are interested in a private reading with yours truly, we have a remembrance here. So I feel like some of you are remembering whenever there was a time when things were good. If this is a relationship or if this is a family matter, then you may be in this period of remembering. I'm not necessarily picking up limerence, but I am seeing you reflecting or going back and really seeing things for what they truly are. The good, the bad, and the in between. Alright guys, again, for a more in-depth personal reading with yours truly, you can always book one in the description box down below. The Dark Feminine Path, integrating your Dark Feminine, okay? Really taking a look at what needs to be healed and saying, I am ready to do the work that is needed to become whole again. Because, yeah, shadow work is never fun, but boy, is there a huge payoff at the end of it. Alright guys, with that in mind, do take care. The Emperor is Capricorn and Aries, the Star is Aquarian energy, and the Tower is Scorpio and Aries. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed, who have liked, who have hyped, who have watched, and continue to watch. I greatly appreciate it. Take care, and I will see you guys again here soon.